My name is Derek G, and I will be your host with the most. Now, as you guys can see, I've turned off comments, so I cannot see anything that you say, and I will not go and check either. So, enjoy the show and my commentary as I play. Now, I played the original Kingdoms of Amalur, but I didn't ever beat it. I didn't really get very far either. I think I played it on 360. Don't quote me on that. And so when Mr. Matty said that they were coming out with a remaster, I was like, okay, cool. You know, maybe I'll like it. I'll get into it now that they've remastered it.
From the beginning,
you know,
we were wrong,
tweaked things,
and only now, well into the
added all of the DLC
conflict,
to it,
have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the
because
fair,
I didn't really get into it originally, I didn't go out and buy it. I borrowed it from the library, and we're gonna see if I get into it, or if it's something that I get bored with, or frustrated with.
Powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
I always thought this would be an interesting animated movie instead of a video game.
What do you think this
from what the stuff that I've seen?
Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Gran?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Okay. The Almain are a warlike and religious nation of storied origin. Many Almain come to the Feylands seeking freedom while honoring the traditions of their homeland. Blacksmithing, persuasion, alchemy. Varani. Hardened by the high seas, the Varani are just as frequently pirates and mercenaries as they are shrewd merchants. They favor swords and daggers as seaworthy weapons. Lockpicking, mercantile, detect hidden. No. No. So That one. Valkar, God of Fire, Patron of the Forge, Patron of Fishing and Sailing, God of War, Battle and Tactics, God of Death, God of Mischief, Patron of Brewing. Beholden to no god, your self-sufficiency yields its own rewards, so bonus experience goes. I'm tempted to do war or none. I want to see what happens. So we'll go with none. Can't really tell with that makeup on. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. Accessories, face. Okay, accessories, jewelry, tattoo. We'll do tattoo in a little bit. Hold on a second. I got an alert from our sheriff's office. I haven't seen them, and they disappeared in an area that I don't travel in or live near, so... Okay. See, I can't really tell the eye color. I want them to be blue. That could be blue, that could be steel, I have no idea. We'll go with that. Why does it even have to have an eyeshadow? There we go. And why does he have to have stubble? It doesn't really follow the beard. Okay. Well, let's remove his beard real quick. I'll remember where the facial hair, or what it's supposed to look like, so that I can see. Okay, yeah, so that's the color it's supposed to be. That's what I want. go. They have them for both ears, or nope? You have to do one or the other. There we go. Both ears. Okay, tattoo. That one. Okay, blue. Let me check the other tattoos. Again. That one looks better. I like that one. Still gonna be blue, but... Okay.
A Varani. Must have been a mercenary, come to fight in the war. I could have told him how he'd end up. Not in bad shape, though, all things considered. All right, then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Okay. We're gonna name him Strider. Just because I wanted to.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
I think his eyes are green, but might be just the influence of the color in the scene. And that's just gross. I think if it was me, I'd be puking and freaking out. Not necessarily in that order. And then I would be rolling down the hill, not trying to stand on what's most likely very squishy, slippery bodies. But that's just me. He kind of looks badass. Even if he doesn't have anything on him yet. Whoa. Huh. Okay. uh, paying attention to maps is important. Alright. Let's go this way.
They're all over. Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Tuatha, Tuatha. For some reason, I'm reminded of Willow whenever I hear Tuatha. I think it's because that's part of the spell that he uses in the movie, but I don't remember for sure because it's been almost 2 decades since I watched it.
You! Up there, please help me! Please! More mortal scum?
I'm not mortal.
All die.
Let's go here, go here, go here. Armor. Leggings. Oh, jeez. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. It was some kind of weird ass thing. They wanted to talk to a registered voter, which I am a registered voter, but I said I am a registered voter and no thank you, and then they continued to try to pester me.
Thank you. If you hadn't come along, Wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive. You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Professor Formorus Hughes, the Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. Oh, my. You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Let me get this door. Right this way. You go first.
I will in a moment. Ah.
This is what they're after. A greatest invention, the Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war, an end to death.
This is not... It's an abomination. I'm glad it got blown up. It just, in my opinion, of course. And I'm exploring. Looking around.
We need to get you to Professor Hughes. Move! Move!
I wanted to see if he had any opinion about the fact that the Well of Souls just got blown up, but apparently not.
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
Shield.
Wait! Do you hear something?
No. Okay, yeah, now I do.
You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it?
Why do I need a bow?
Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us.
They already saw me. Because I was curious about over there, and then... Yeah.
It's open. Go, go!
No! I'm still exploring. And I can't go over there. Okay. Explains why I need a bow every once in a while, right? Oh, Jesus. Okay. It's like every time I try to do something, my phone goes off. I need to do something real quick, because this is driving me nuts. Where is it? It's not it. There it is. There.
Daggers are deadly if you
My
catch an enemy
TV's a little bit
unaware.
low.
Speed more than makes up for their size.
I'm gonna have a whole set of rusty armor by the time I leave, apparently. But the thing is I like the other ones. Not just looks, but what they do. What the critical hit damage. Well, critical hits and all that stuff. In general. Okay.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
But how do you sneak? Just... Oh, okay.
You're still groggy, but just keep moving.
That's not what I was trying to do. I
Move.
was trying to loot the... Okay. Yeah, that doesn't have anything that I can look at. Oh, pretty flowers.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems.
Uh-oh. Okay, there we go, and then that.
Incredible. What are you?
Apparently a magical Viking. Seriously. Okay. I don't like magic users. I intentionally didn't choose a magic using race. Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will try to take credit for an efficient cleansing with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value that my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided to this successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards who were affected by spider venom exhibited stiffness of joints and tightening of skin, symptoms which suggest a possible solution for the internal cohesion problems of some of the well's creations. I would have studied these symptoms more in depth at the time, but the guards willfully and flagrantly disobeyed my orders to delay application of the antitoxins. As such, I request that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom and for future testing. Furthermore, I trust that these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately. For my steadfast pursuit of knowledge, I require no medal nor promotion. All I would ask is that you please reassign me off of subject disposal detail, Gran. You're on disposal duty because you're an ass. I thought the floor was giving in. That looks kind of cool, though. Alright. I'm gonna run into these spiders that we're supposedly taking care of. Now it's the house phone. And my cell phone. Okay, hold on. It was about the emergency missing person. So they called our house phone, my cell phone, and they text messaged both myself and my mother. They need to just pick one way of contacting people. Just one. No. I don't need mana regen. And I knew it. Too bad you can't loot the bodies that are inside the spider webs, right? Alright. Let's, Why? I don't want to!
It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through.
I know they're trying to introduce me to all the different ways that I can play. But, damn it. I really don't like magic. Is it just me, or is it kind of ironic that this little dwarven guy that was all alone in the middle of nowhere with all these enemies is called Incel. Hold on, another message on my phone. Update and cancel. Okay. Did they find them? Yes, they found the missing person. So we're probably going to get another phone call here pretty quick, letting us know that it's been cancelled.
Hurry! Get out of here!
And you can't loot the spider bodies for venom or anything. Okay.
Wait, you're not one of them. It's what get away! I guess it could have That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well. What? That's why they will find my Praetorians at a tough breed. Quick! I hope you're worth all this.
Me too.
Ah, plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal. This is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. Oh. He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it. Go on. There isn't time to waste. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it. Leather armor is thin, but we'll give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. A simple claw frees your body and mind.
Okay, so we're gonna go in here and we're gonna look around at what I picked up. Battered armor. It's what I've been wearing, but that doesn't have to be fixed.
Mages prefer it.
Okay, that's where I came from. Who is this? Another Percor. Whatever. Soldier.
If you can walk, you don't need my help.
Of course I can walk. Okay, so I guess I'm going through the closed door. Nope. There's the Will of Souls. Let's see. Experiments are now successfully recreating bodies 97.5% of the time. Any missing limbs or extra fingers are now probably how the original subject looked, rather than a magical flux on our end. However, full revivification? Because it's like revive, but it's Anyway, still eludes us. Even with increased testing, products are nothing more than inert lumps of skin and bone, although the occasional spasm or twitch does allow hope of full success in the future. I know some of you complain that we should use cadavers and skip the course recreation altogether, but you must know we'd never be allowed to experiment with the subject's actual body. We may be working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly. Nope, can't go into the well again. This kind of reminds me of Fable a little bit.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time.
I'm going to turn my mic off because I'm going to be eating sunflower seeds.
You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well? The Fey are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone. I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. And there's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time. I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn.
I gotta say, if I'm being reborn, then I'm not mortal anymore.
With a singular goal,
right?
ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes
and my tattoo
different
doesn't
from
really
another?
show up in the conversations
There's
for some
so many
reason.
questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha have found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, though, we must hurry. Good.
Good. We can't waste time. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going? Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the lab!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorham. Find Agar. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Tear this tower apart! Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the Professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have! Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorham, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erethel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. We should be safe here. At least a little longer.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade. We started building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans! You swears by them, but I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards. Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan. They're technically a type of wild fae, related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their army. I never did trust fae to begin with. Well, those Tuatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place? The well was incredible, but it took armloads of Prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again. Good luck out there.
Thank Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. You don't see many fate weavers nowadays, but they were very popular when I was a girl. My parents even hired one to advise them on raising my sister and me. But these days, you're lucky if you can find a single fate weaver in a big city. Most have been run out of town. Fomerus Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here? No, I had no idea anything like that would happen. The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project. My employer pays for information about its progress. I just send the reports to make some money on the side. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. Thank you, thank you. Here, take this. It's the pay for my last report. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm going back home to Odessa.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old fate weaver, eh? Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes's success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever. You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming. Shall be honored, please. What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading.
Again, considering I came back to life, I'm pretty sure I'm not mortal.
I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes. Other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much... Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just... missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Hold a second. Why can't I just stay with Fateless One?
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards
Oh wow,
to
he's
see
speaking
your
without his mouth
pattern in the
moving.
weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with me.
It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding.
Do you need to go... No, door's open. Do you need a cookie?
And declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men. But that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yulven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular, especially not in dark days like these. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate, measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become. The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working. The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one. But that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there.
I'm kind of getting into this.
What does this all mean?
I might have to buy it. Okay, yeah, I went in that one already. It severely reminds me of Fable, though. So, and I really loved Fable. The third one wasn't that great. I really didn't like the, I really didn't like the twist that they put on it or whatever. but I liked the gameplay and the graphics and stuff for it. I really love the second one.
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olaine's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
What is this? I'm not gonna kill it. It's not attacking me. Chicken! Basically, chicken.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Damn that Legion.
Keep moving. This business doesn't concern you. Unless you're an expert scholar on the Fae, I'd suggest you move along. No reason to be out in the open with the Red Legion about. What are they? I'm not sure, but they've been here for longer than any of us can imagine. They're older than the trees. They have.
But do you guys need another
Rhythm.
cookie? Oh,
Humans
Jesus.
and mortals cannot live together in peace.
Okay,
At
hold
least
on.
not forever. The peace we have with the Summer Court is unnatural. That's my opinion.
Hold on. I've got to...
You might call it a Fae nation.
Do
One
that,
of two united
and then I'll go
factions
get them
that
another
rule their
cookie.
kind. The Summer Court are not exactly allies, but they do let us be, most of the time. It's the other Fae, the Winter Court, that has spawned the dreaded Tuatha, a vicious clan of killers who wish to defeat and enslave all mortals.
Hold on. I went to get the dog's cookies, and now I'm getting a snack. Okay. Come on. Take your cookie. You're not getting any of my snack. Eat your cookie.
Are you playing a trick on me? I would hope so. We're going on 10 years.
No.
The mortals and the Tuatha are locked in a deadly embrace. Normally, I decry the bloodshed, but this is a conflict that we cannot afford to lose. Bandits, but no ordinary bandits. Surely you've heard of Red, the dead idiot. They say he drinks the blood of his captives, that he consumes their souls. Or perhaps those are just rumors. You should be fine if you stay inside the village. Once you go beyond the boundaries of Gorhart, however, your life is in your hands. I'd never seen one of them until a day or so ago. It appears that a small group of warriors ventured inland to strike behind our lines. Believe the stories, friend. The Tuatha are mad. They have been touched by a dark magic. They are wholly corrupted, and they are the enemy. I don't know if you noticed, but Centaudwig's mission closed its gate moments before that Fae's body turned up on the road. I don't like what that suggests. Not at all. The brothers of Centaudwigs are an odd sort, scurrying back and forth across the mission like squirrels gathering nuts. I wonder what goes on behind those closed doors.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. I don't know what the Tuatha would be doing this far from the front lines. It must be something vital to their interests. They're a wicked breed, though, and I pity the man who meets up with them in these darkened forests. I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home, but these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark. I'm the Warden of Gorhart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace. We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, and that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days. I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Gorhart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Not with everything changing. Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams. Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds. It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the Fae in the area. They like their targets mortal. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely, though. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I'm a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started. She spends her days on the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are. Bye now.
Be careful in the forest.
It's not my job to protect the Fae.
I'm trying to find a place to sell stuff.
It's busy today. Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fae girl they found outside? I feel terrible about what happened to that girl. Gorhart used to be a nice little village. These days we're jumping at shadows. Don't be a stranger.
Behave yourself.
In other games, if you sell stuff to the right stores, you get more coins or money or whatever. So I'm going by that assumption in this too.
Come in. Welcome to Gorhart, the last settlement before the Feylands. How can I fill your pack today? Come see me again.
I'm gonna save it for that backpack. That's gonna take a while.
Stay indoors after sundown.
Enough of the oppression! Enough of the lies! Enough of the spiritual hoarding and claims of superiority! Matharu does not judge. She loves. The Fae are not our enemy. Only those who seek to poison us should be reviled. That includes the brothers of Centaudwig's.
Well, shit. I have to go back up here. Holy shit. Those are huge. Want that. And then that. And then kind of want that. That looks like Mass Effect armor. That's awesome! That's why it's called Shepherd, I bet. That's awesome. Okay, that is just awesome. Okay. All right. wonder if there's a way to Man, I don't even know if they have a stash or anything in this game. Hold on. I don't think they do. It'd be awesome if they did, but I don't think they do. Because that's special deliveries chest. Let's see, workbench, regular merchant, corner shop, blacksmith, forge, merchant, sage altar, bunkhouse, merchant, detect hidden trainer. Okay. And so no, I think I have to sell off the stuff I'm not going to use. We'll see what happens, right? I really like this armor, though. It's a shame that I don't think you get so far, you know, because I haven't really gotten much farther than I currently am in the game when I was trying it before. I don't know if it's possible to upgrade your armor so you can keep keep wearing the same one.
Care to part with some gold?
Or not. Let's see.
Goodbye.
I have to look at see what this other stuff is in my inventory. Okay, the Infernal Helm. Not as good as what I'm wearing. Okay, so blocks 6 damage. 9, 5, 5, 5. Add the junk. See, this does a little bit more damage in
Yes. What do you need? Goodbye.
Let me go back to that chest. Grab more stuff. Apparently there's more stuff. Got both my dogs out here, like, cuddling or whatever. Okay, that's now empty. Alright, let's see. I'm tempted to use a chakram. But I think that's mainly because I'm like really an old fan of Xena. So yay! Okay. Let's go over here and see what she's got. Because I'll just sell it as all that stuff as junk. Holy crap balls. I think that's all of the special armor packs and stuff like that they were selling as DLC and whatnot, or
Need something?
you know,
Yeah.
digital, not digital, but pre-order stuff and all that. What is that? Hmm. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to.
Don't be a stranger.
I know I'm carrying some other stuff that I forgot to switch over.
Nice to see you.
See, this does poison damage though. That looks kind of cool though. Okay. I'm used to the Xena version of chakrams where there's only like one. Okay, so I need to go here. Is that, yeah, that means I have to go up here.
Welcome to Centaudwig's Perpetual mission.
I think.
I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid, so perhaps Mitharu is at work. The Fae are stubborn fools. They treat their souls like toys, with no thought of right or wrong, chaos or order. I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our kind. The first bricks were laid 50 years ago by Odwig himself, before his demise at the hands of trolls. We honor him by converting the Fae to the worship of Mitharu. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one. But that does not keep us from trying. We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens. Odorath is a savage land. Every day we must face both the beasts of the wood and the evil of wicked hearts. I fear for Brother Egan's soul. He knows nothing of the world of Fae and Alpha, trust and temptation. He is like a baby, eyes wide at the world around him. Mitharu be praised, his order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms. He is a good boy, but our youngest, and Egan often suffers from doubt. That is to be expected. One can only grow out of conflict, especially conflict of the spirit. I tried my best to comfort him and tell him that wisdom would come in time, but he is impatient, rash. He wanted a faster way to enlightenment and power. Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village. Bless you, child.
Stay indoors.
I'm guessing I have to go out and around, but we'll find out. I'm gonna try to find that Fae girl first. So out this way and this way. And then is that where the yeah. Okay. Bogart. Rutabaga. kind of remind me of a cross between the enemies in Zelda and the mask thing in Crash Bandicoot. Here, wooly. Damn. Bleeding damage, really? They get way too... No, that's not fair. They jump way too far for you to do a normal attack on them. Bastard. Okay, this way. Ooh! Chest and stone. Why this way? Almost had it. There we go.
I don't know if what the Fae say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not save forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Now, Lystrom doesn't know Artol, and Artol is older and strange. She could be mistaken for a Fate Weaver. So, when Lystrom came back to town, here was Artol the Oracular. I said to Lystrom, I hear her readings are amazing. You should go. Oh my, you should have seen it. A rooster, she said, will change into a man, and this man will become your lover. He will provide for you, and he will make you laugh, and he will make your life exciting and easier. But, and this is something you can never forget, he must never eat chicken. And once in a while, he will need to peck at things on the ground, and every morning at the break of dawn, you'll hear a loud cry from him.
Somebody used the lore stone to record about a prank? Oh, Jesus.
May your hollow gods keep you, mortal. I am called Aerie. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse me, and I strive to learn all I can from them. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice. I wandered the forest for many seasons, listening to lore stones of the great Ballads. Before that, I dwelled in the gardens of Issa. I prefer the quiet of this village, the mirth of the witless. We are kin to the seasons and cycles of all life, to new life and perpetual growth. Mortals may view the warmth of the petals and smell the beauty of a newborn bud, but only Fae know the strength of the roots beneath the surface. Fae lands? Yes, I've heard these words before, but do not understand their meaning. There are only Fae, and there is only land. I do find Almain's sentiments so charming. I cannot reveal much. The gardens are the jewel of the summer court, a wonder beheld by few mortals. It is located far east of here in a wood so thick it would devour all but those who knew its secrets. Do not pursue such mysteries, mortal. They are not for you.
I'm not mortal.
I adore every sad soul in the village, even stubborn Herc with his tender heart, and drunken old Arnick. The widow fascinates me. She has no idea that her lover is dead. I watch them from my perch, hoping to learn the meaning behind their pursuits and passions. If I could, I would grant each of them an eternity. Alas, I cannot. They contain memories, great moments, ideas, songs and inspirations. The Fae do not record their words in ink or on paper. Ink fades, paper crumbles. Lore stones mark where our kind has made a lasting impression, where the seasons slowed to take note of glory on a grand scale. I find them so interesting, from their vestments to their odd habits and demeanors. Just yesterday I saw a monk from the Almain mission sneaking through the underbrush. Strange creatures you are. Strange, but glorious. I feel them near, flitting through the western woods like shafts of shadow in the sunlight. What could have brought them here, I wonder? The Tuatha do not trouble themselves with easy prey. If they prowl these woods, it is for worthy quarry. Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the great cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do. Perhaps your mortal apothecary can provide one. You can always create the potion yourself if you possess the skill. All of us are at the mercy of the changing seasons, mortal and fey alike. If it is one's time to pass into the great cycle, then we must not protest. The passing is keeping with autumn, and is as natural as the eventual rebirth. Farewell.
Faye, in Gorham. It isn't right.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done? I'm sure I have a vial somewhere in this cottage, but I do not have the time to search for it. I'm sorry. Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon. If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well. It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus. His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a plant. I've never seen one so eager to learn. I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnurfar Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, You must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe. He always spoke of his time as a wastrel living in the abandoned halls of Agnor Farhall, the Arathi ruin. People say it's haunted, but people say many things. Goodbye. Time is of the essence. That's never been more true. Farewell.
What you doing down here? Don't you know Agner Farhold is haunted by the spirits of the Arathi? So, are you foolish or just stupid? She, like so many others in Gorhart, is prone to ignorance. She sees what she wants to see. I am her dutiful apprentice, and she is the wise mentor. Her whole life is a lie, she tells herself. Not much is known about the fabled beings of Order. They abandoned this world long ago, leaving ruins such as this as a testament to their glory. I hope that by spreading tales of spirits and boogeymen, they could prevent the curious villagers from exploring too deeply. One can always hope. I'm skilled in alchemy, but it has never brought me riches or respect. The only way I will ever find glory in this life is as part of the Red Legion. They're very careful about whom they allow into their ranks, and they were resistant about my membership at first. At least until I told them about Nanny. Her discovery will fetch a high price in Rathir, and could even decide this misbegotten war. Still, that is no concern of mine. I simply want to be one of the Red. Oh, I see. The Twisted Gnome has found herself a champion. How delightful. Nanny always was a fool. So immersed in her work that she failed to see the deception before her very eyes. The Red Legion has her formula, because I gave it to them. At this very moment, they are moving crates of it eastward towards the city of Rathir, where they will fetch a high price. Poor Nanny. So trusting, so pathetic. Of course she can never learn of my ruse, can she? It is time.
Sometimes this is too hard to believe. But you can accept the strangest fact that you were wrong. Yes, but that and this endless vacuity is horrible. The Ancient Ones were here. They delivered themselves into the world. The time-worn cycle turns with ages. The seasons drift along the stream. They wait for the past. The future brings the forming storm. This is no place for a home, for anyone.
Okay, that was confusing.
walls of Rome are built of stone. Lovingly this place was crafted. You see the lights, the mystic halls of ordered reality? They are the faces of the missing, the embodied truth of the lost souls. There are so many of them. Still, you can see them. They are like pathetic charades, some with good intentions, and you can't fault them that. But the majority of them are just a hoax. Needless to say, I don't like it here. You could have stayed free and lived a comfortable life, but you couldn't settle the disquiet that haunts people like you.
in combat fair, Finian's cycles kept. The exploits of this maiden's role, a burdensome and heavy toll. She lived among the mortal clans and bargained with their kind. Throughout the town they stood in fear of the brilliant fighter near.
Yes? What could a mortal vagabond need with Casmaran the Eternal, messenger of the Fey folk? Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious. I'm new to the Feylands. Until I joined the mission, I'd never even left my home village. That's why I volunteered. I wanted to see the world. I want to visit the gardens of Issa, to meet gnomes and Alfar, to live. The Order of Mitharu was a good way to leave home, but I want so much more. It sounds rather silly, doesn't it? I had a feeling it would. I need a mage name for when I become all-powerful, for when my magic is so great that no one will dare dispute me. What about Abner the Visionary, or Malik the Nefarious, Lord Zaltanus? No? And those were the good ones. Mortal races have no lasting grasp on this world, and in time the fair ones shall be our masters, beautiful and mighty. Legend tells of the great Fey city hidden beneath the canopies of Dalantarth. I've never met anyone who's been there, but I'm sure it's real. Yes, I'm quite sure. Not a doubt in my mind. Father Dimwell and the others are fools, and their silly mission will wither and crumble. Finna and Arbos have glimpsed it with their ever-seeing eyes. They believe I have the potential to succeed where all others have failed, including them. You see, they can't obtain what they desire, so they need someone more powerful to do it. Then they will bestow upon me the wisdom of the Fae. Wait! Father Dinwell sent you, didn't he? Old fool. His path to power was too plodding, and now he wishes to slow me down too. I have new friends, Fae friends. They are named Finna and Arbos, and they have sworn to share their secrets with me and to gift me with true magic. In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as I, feel like it. They are Fae twins, and they are beautiful, magical creatures. They've promised to teach me magic, to help me see the world as it really is. All they require of me is to fetch for them this relic. It's quite a bargain, believe me. Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. This is my key into a powerful new future, a future full of magic and wonders. Let's go. It is called the Selkie Veil, and it's said to possess the power to transform its wearer into any form he wishes. Finna says it belongs to the Fae, but was stolen. It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild Fae. I don't know much about the relic, only that it was supposedly crafted by a Fae mage named Armen the Clever. Armen is a good name, not as good as Casmaran, though. Bye then.
I didn't mean to start the quest. I thought he was going to go home.
Stay close.
If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. Honest. Ask Father Dinwell. Local legend says that the great Fey mage Armin the Clever retreated to these caverns to hide his treasures from mortal hands. Among them, the Selkie Veil. Goodbye now. Glad I brought my sword.
Well, that was special. That's definitely a trap.
Moran knows the way. Our bosun Finner will be waiting. Come, their camp is not far. See you later.
What is this? Our little Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Obviously, anyone who has ever glimpsed a fae would know that. Unlike little Egan here, your head holds more than fantasies. The Feylands are such fertile ground for games. The inhabitants are so oafish you can fill your pockets with hardly any effort. Are you going to give us what's rightfully ours, or do we need to start a new game? My brother and I are always ready to play. Cursed, is it? It does look like you are well acquainted with misfortune. Keep the veil, then. There are other treasures to be had in the Feylands. Make certain our paths do not cross again, or my brother will add his mark to your scars. You'd best get baby Egan back to his bassinet. His mother will be worried. Let's hope.
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to Gorhart, I'd never known anyone outside my immediate family. Everything was so new, so magical. You must think me a fool. And Father Dinwell... Come, let's return to the mission. I must ask forgiveness of so many. Goodbye now.
I really gotta follow this guy all the way back. Really?
Must we return to the mission? I crave adventure, magic, power. Although all of those things are quite frightening. Perhaps it is for the best. This new world is far more dangerous than I expected, and I haven't eaten in days. Bye then.
Yes, great Mitharu. Egan has returned. As for you, you have done as I asked, and we here at Centaudwig's are forever grateful. Consider this meager reward a donation to your cause. It is just one, to be sure.
Crazy Sister Zelda. Saru have mercy.
This game is not nearly as boring as it was the first time I tried playing it. I think I've just changed as a gamer, really. So I'm probably going to keep playing it for quite a while. So I'm going to sell everything off here, and then go back to doing the crates. I've got 3 more to smash. Hopefully that'll make it so that I can get the healing potion for the Fey girl, and yeah, elaborate things. Anyway.
Care to part with some gold? Goodbye.
You know, the minute that gnome told me about how she found that guy digging in her garden, I just thought to myself, yeah, no. You know? I don't know if it's just I've read a lot, and so there's lots of different plots and stuff like that that I've read where that's not a good idea to, you know, just as many games that I've played. I don't know. But the minute she told me that she, like, basically, you know, brought in some stranger as an apprentice that that was basically stealing her plants, that just seemed like a bad idea to me. So... I also remember all of this being much harder. I think it's a combination of having the special weapons and going everywhere and exploring everything to level up my character so I don't have to, you know, work as hard. Now, it said that I'd be able to fast travel here. But I don't know. Okay, whatever. This doesn't seem like it. Not like it's very far. No way. I am so lost right now. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah? Yeah? Eat it. Greens are infrequent, blues are rare, purples are unique, and golds are part of a set. Okay. So, because of how cheap all the white stuff sells for, I'm only going to collect things that are colored.
Everyone in Gorham is talking about the attacks. They say that the Red Legion is receding back into the shadows from whence they came. It is all thanks to you. You found the formula and destroyed it. Now, you may think you understand the impact of this act, but you truly do not. You are a friend to this village and to me, Nanny Henry. Take this. It is not much, but it gives you an idea of my gratitude. Do you really think I'm able to part with anything, much less one of my finest mixtures? This is a place of research. There is no charity. Goodbye.
Well, yeah, I had to finish her quest in order for her to sell to me. So, she may not have given me the potion, but at least I was able to buy it. So, yeah. Is it trying to load and save at the same time? Because that's just a little weird. Ay. There we go. Okay. Oops. Wrong thing. He's in here? Apparently so. So much loading screen. I realize that there's a lot of loading screens in Fallout 76 as well, but at this, especially when as much as I fast travel. but it's just like back to back to back to back to back, you know, this right now. So it's kind of like a little frustrating.
What is it?
There he is.
You made it. Just in time, too. Give me the potion. It will help, but it's not enough. Someone must go to the Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies. She is a member of the House of Ballads, the legendary court of Fae heroes. They are warriors without equal, with centuries of glory to their names. If one of their own was killed by a mortal, the House of Ballads and its king would bring a fierce vengeance upon us. Gorhart would be a ruin by day's end. I'm not sure yet, but this is bad. She's Fae. Even worse, she's a knight in the House of Ballads. Fae don't kill their own, so it must have been someone in Gorhart. If the House of Ballads learns of this, the king will burn Gorhart to the ground. They see all mortals as invaders. We could go to the Warsworn and get an oath of protection, but that would require payment. We mustn't cover this up. But who do we tell? You're turning out to be very helpful, my friend. You have my gratitude. I'll see to it that you're honored. Rumor says that the House of Ballads has its headquarters not far from here, in Glendara to the northeast. Try to gain entrance if you can. Farewell.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to that exclamation mark that's outside, because I'm already on my way out, and then I'll come back in and talk to the one that I didn't see before I left the building. I don't leave an area until I've done all the side quests that I can. Not only does it give you a lot more background story about what's going on usually, but it helps you get appropriately leveled for the next bit of the main story, or over leveled sometimes, depends on the game.
What do you want?
I want for nothing.
Have you come to protest the mission as well? The news has spread to every village. It's on every tongue. We are so close. Centaudwigs cannot resist much longer. And once it relents, all others will follow in its wake. The tome will be ours. She was wronged by someone in this village. That is an injustice I can understand. By its appearance, you'd assume Gorhart is a pleasant place. Never make assumptions. You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception, a citadel of lies. It throws its menacing shadow over all of Gorhart. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier, marching to the orders passed down to him. None of them have minds of their own. It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Matharu. I have undergone the ordination rites, and am as legitimate as any monk. He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply those that the Church deems worthy. If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist in nature, period. Mitharu's divine order governs all, even the Fae. Father Dinwell is denying that women can be ordained as members of the Order of Mitharu, despite scripture to the contrary. I know that they've got the proof in their reliquary, an ancient ordination tome, but they've never let me close enough to get a glance. All are welcome into Mitharu's embrace. Ha! The hypocrites! Don't commit any crimes on my account. Of course, if Mitharu compels you to see justice done, then I won't stand in your way. The Brothers of Centaudwig's Perpetual mission keep the valuable tome in their reliquary, but no one outside the Order is allowed a glimpse.
Good thing I did that mission earlier. I have to water my plants before I go to sleep. Oh, and there's more missions here. Of course there are.
Oh, I didn't see you come in. I was reading this letter, and is there anything I never thought it would happen. They're coming. Even with everything else going on in this village, the Red Legion is coming for me. I was not always the pious man you see before you. No, I was a scoundrel, a raider in the dreaded Red Legion. A gang of the notorious bandit, Red the Dead Idward. But plunder could not sustain me. I wanted something more. Several of us faked our deaths and deserted, always knowing that Red might track us down. And now, he has. It's all here in Red's letter. He demands we satisfy the blood rite. 2 lives for 1. He'll let me go, but only if I kill the men who deserted with me. But I cannot. I could hand myself over to Red, but he'd have me killed. The only other choice is to kill the men who left with me. I can't do that. I'm not the man I used to be. I do what I must. I only hope Ugnar and Itrin will forgive me. Ugnar works in Gorhart village. Itrin haunts the ruins near Haxi, still struggling with his demons. Be on your guard. I fear they will likely come for me as well. When it's finished, take their daggers and bring them to Red Idward. He will demand proof. Take mine to start. Good luck, my friend. May Mitharu bless you. Ugnar works for the inn at Gorhart.
Right.
Farewell, my friend.
Matharu, you found the ordination tome. I'd give a sack of gold to see the look on Father Dinwell's face. He will no longer be able to deny my entrance to the Order. Matharu does embrace all. Thank you. I won't need any gold as a servant of Matharu. Take what I have. It's yours. I will remember you in my prayers.
Hello there.
Make it quick. I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with firewood, not in Gorhart. What do you know of the Red Legion? Whatever it is, forget it. You'll be safer, wiser, and better off in the end. Ignorance is bliss, mate. I'd rather not talk about it. My path, I knew it was only a matter of time, and I'm not surprised. Delph will do anything to save his... If you want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for it. Steel for steel. I used to be quite the scrapper. You're right. I've spent years trying to bury my past, hoping to wash away my sins with an honest day's work. If I took the blood right, Red would owe me once more. Take my dagger, tell him I'm dead, for the Agnar Odgrey you once knew is truly gone.
Yay! I don't want to kill anybody. Excuse me.
What's up, my friend?
Okay. Quests, side quests, heavily passed. I gotta go inside this building, and probably that, but no, I did that. That building's got a quest for me, I think, too. So, let's go pick up quests, and then I'll probably save at that point, and because I got an early morning tomorrow, as always, I have to sleep. So, I have to be up at like 8:30ish in order to eat something and wake up and everything before I have to be at the clinic to get my shot. So over there.
Need something?
Come in. Rest your boots by the fire, and drown your worries in a flagon of our finest. I am Arnik Arduna, and this is the famous Gorham Inn. Don't worry about that, my friend. Don't let the concerns of our local warden trouble you. You're here as a guest. There is no Red Legion, and if there was, it certainly wouldn't be out here in Gorham.
He's lying.
Don't you bother yourself with that. Gorham is safe. Our greatest concern is established 70 years ago by the great Dida serves the finest ales, and upstairs you'll find the lifestyle of a soldier did not suit me. Unlike we can offer you a place to rest and refresh yourself. Interest? We're here to serve.
Wow, that's a lot.
Stick around.
See Nanny for alchemical goods.
So, here.
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the warsworn. Right then.
Okay, I don't think I want to do that, but I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my game right now, and then I'm going to look shit up before I log in tomorrow to play. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little stream here, and I hope I didn't the feed didn't get all weird, and I will talk at you later.